poets and writers. I assume some of you are probably struggling through the NaNoWriMos right now. If you're participating in National Novel Writing Month, great on you. I just thought maybe I would pop in here to give you just some friendly, casual encouragement, because it can be a pain in the butt no matter how you set your word count. And I'm of the time that everything was just 50,000 words, and that's still kind of what I really go for. Like, I liked the original challenge, and now you can set it to something that's more accessible to yourself, and I think that's really, really great. But if you're still struggling, if you maybe thought you could do 20,000 words, you're like, that's way less than 50, I got this, and life just came at you fast, I just wanted to come and say, you got this. But if you don't, maybe here's some small advice. One of the things you really need to keep in mind is that if you're doing a challenge like this, don't take yourself too seriously. You're just doing this as a self-competition. It should be somewhat fun. You should be having a good time. If you're really not vibing with the story, if you feel like you're slogging along, maybe that's not the story for this kind of competition. If you need to get that done, maybe what you should do is jump scenes. Do the fun parts. If you're writing for a challenge to get lots of word counts, do the fun parts. Do the parts that you're really excited about. Just jump between scenes. That doesn't necessarily work for everybody, but if it's something you think might work for you, if you just had that one scene and it's in the third act, just write it. Why not? Count it towards your word count. You'll be achieving the goal and getting the words you need later, and slog through the rest of it another time, Another thing that might help, maybe, is if you got 5 minutes to write and you're in kind of a brain block about that, how much time is 5 minutes really? For those 5 minutes, just write 5 words. That's the goal. 5 excellent words that you're going to keep, and if you don't achieve more than that in 5 minutes, you still achieved it. That's great. Aim for 5 words in 5 minutes. I mean, if that's not a manageable goal for you, then get out of my office, But if those 5 words really worked for you and you think you can get a few more in that time, don't stop yourself there. Either get to the 5 words in the 5 minutes or keep writing for 5 minutes, and just that's how much time you had. You still got those words down. You can set miniature goals like that. Anytime you have to sit down is good writing time. So just set tinier goals. 5 minutes, 5 words, done. And you're still going to have more done than you did at the beginning, right? And the goal is to achieve at least that every single day, right? So I say go for it. And my last piece of advice is get out and meet people. Part of the reason that NaNoWriMo is always really fun for me is the community. If you can dive into the community, if you can talk to other people who are writing, that is the most valuable part about doing some kind of international scale competition like this. Otherwise, you could write 50,000 words anytime. And there's plenty of NaNoWriMos going on all the time, but the November one is when everyone is doing it. Everyone is writing. There are people to commiserate with. There are people to get to know. You can make writer friends. That's sort of the point of participating in this particular competition these days. Get out and meet some new people. Even if you're just doing it online, check into some forums. There are some Discord servers that are just for this. Find some people to talk to about writing. Find some people who are in the same situation as you. It's going to make it a lot more fun. Setting goals can be really good motivation, but it's not that good compared to setting goals and sort of competing with someone or having someone else there to encourage you, having someone to do writing sprints with. So much more fun. Otherwise, you just write in a bubble like people do any other day, right? If you're doing NaNoWriMo, reach out to people. Hope you're having a really good time and you're doing really great and hitting all of your goals. But if you're not, maybe some of this would help. If not, I believe in you. I think you're a great writer. I think your story is important, that you have the skills necessary to achieve it. And even if it only ever stays in that one file on your computer, don't forget to back up your files. Don't let all of that hard work go to waste. Back up your files regularly. But even if it just stays as a file and nobody else ever reads it, that is learning that you have achieved. That is something great that you've achieved. Don't belittle it just because that might never be seen by other people. It might never be your debut novel or anything like that. That is still practice. That is still learning. That is still creating. You're creating these incredible stories. You're getting them down on paper. That might be the most valuable thing you've done. Later down the road, you might look back and be like, holy crap, I wrote a masterpiece. I'm going to then work on this and publish it. Who knows? But getting the words down is going to teach you so much. I believe in you. You got this. So go out there and write your incredible story. And good luck and have fun with NaNoWriMo. And if it would make you feel better, leave how many words you're at in the comments down below. I'll try and encourage you. You've got this. And I'll talk to you again very soon. Good luck to you.